Want to be a better DM? Well, my name's DM Rhino, and we're going through the 2024 Monster Manual. We're still looking at our strange, bug-eyed fish creatures. There's a lot in the Monster Manual about them. There is a lot. And we're kind of looking at our first stat sheet for the kuo-toa. I've heard it's pronounced that way, but they're fish people, guys. They're fish people. They're medium aberration. They're neutral evil. Right, easy. AC of 13 plus 0 on initiative with an HP of 18. They can move at 30 feet and swim at 30 feet. They have the gear of a spear, so they're always holding a spear, one spear, and dark vision of 120 feet and true sight of 30 feet. Very interesting. Of course, they have the traits of being amphibious, both air and water. They have sunlight sensitivity. So while in sunlight, they get disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Very important. Makes sense though, because they live in the Underdark in the seas. So yeah, that kind of makes sense that they would have the sunlight sensitivity. But they get some actions. They get their spear, which can be a melee or ranged, right? At melee, it's 5 feet distance. At ranged, it's 20 to 60, but it does a +3 to hit, and it does a 1d8 plus 1 piercing damage. The other thing they get is called this thing called a sticky net, which is gross, but yes, it's called a sticky net. One large or small creature has to make a dexterity saving throw of 10, and the kuo-toa has to see it within 15 feet. On a failure, that creature is now restrained until the net is destroyed. But the net has a AC of 10 with a HP of 5, and it is immune to bludgeoning damage. Wow. Poison and psychic. Okay, immune to bludgeoning damage is kind of weird, but yes, okay. A creature can take an action and make an athletics check or a strength check of 10 to free himself from the net. Yeah. But they also have a reaction. You know, it's strange. They have sticky shield. Lots of sticky things in this creature. A creature that misses it with a melee attack can roll melee weapon roll using its weapon. The response, they use a response, which is a strength saving throw of 11, and that's the trigger. A failure, the attacker's weapon sticks to the shield. Okay, so this is what they're saying. So if you fail on that strength saving throw, your shield is stuck, your weapon is stuck to their shield, and it is considered grappled, and you have to unstuck. You have to make that DC 11 strength check. Okay, but remember, they are a 1/4 of a CR level, so it is interesting. That's a lot for a 1/4 CR level. But let's come back in the next video.